What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back for another video, and we are going to be talking about Lucifer Season 4. Now, if you guys have not seen Season 4 yet, I do recommend you click off the video, go check it out on Netflix, because we're going to be talking about Lucifer today, and God to behold, we finally are able to see what happened after the crazy ending of Season 3. Now that it is in the hands of Netflix, we need to make sure it keeps going, because hopefully we'll get a season 5, because the way it ended, if you guys have already seen it, which I'm going to assume you have, it left on a huge high note, and also it left on a big cliffhanger at the exact same time, because with now there is a Nephilim in the world, as well as Lucifer returning to hell. There is a lot that can be done within the show. There can be, more likely there may be a time gap, because at the end of it, Lucifer tells Chloe that he's going to be returning to hell, and more likely he ain't coming back, because now he knows that the demons know that he does not want to return, and with that in mind, they are going to make sure that he is going to return one way or another. So he puts it upon himself to return to hell as the king of hell, as well as also leave her, as well as everybody else on earth, including Amenadiel, Linda, as well as his nephew, and Ella, and Dan, and everybody that now knows who he is. And again, Chloe is now finally accepting that he is the devil, but he's also an angel. And throughout the entire season, we do get to see mainly a lot of Chloe trying to deal with the fact of who Lucifer is, and also that he was an angel, but then he became something more. And even though she's afraid of him, she's also intrigued, because he's trying to figure out how he is as a angel, and it really goes back and forth of who he is, because it actually puts himself at a test as well, because when he's around Eve, because we can see Eve, first off, the actress that played Eve, she played it to a point, as well as just everyone in general was amazing once again within this entire season. But it was great to see a new female, a new actor on the show as well. I liked Eve. She was a great character. She was very interesting to see how they portrayed the very first female that was ever on Earth, and they brought up Adam, of course, and they brought up Lilith again. They brought up just a huge amount of different people in this this season, and we got to see more of Lucifer's face, as well as his devil wings, as well as his entire form, and I was very excited to see that. And Netflix didn't let me down. The CGI was absolutely amazing. Huge hand and hats off to Tom Ellis, to Lauren German, to just everybody. The cast and crew of this season was absolutely amazing, and I think they should get some kind of award or some kind of acknowledgement for just doing an amazing job on this season, and hopefully they will get picked up for another season, because if you guys are massive fans like I am, we did not know if we were going to get another season. I was really hoping we would, and we did. By the grace of God, we finally did, and they picked it up, and Netflix decided to take it and made a new home. I'm hoping that we finally get to see Lucifer Season 5. Even though we only got 10 episodes, it wasn't enough, but it was sore enough, because I think it was a test run to see what was going to happen. But so far, Lucifer, to my knowledge, is like one of the top shows on Netflix right now as well that came back, and I personally believe that can go even further. There's so much more we get to see. Baby Charlie becoming an angel, him being half human, half angel. We get to see if Lucifer comes back within a huge time gap. We also got to see if there's a possibility of a relationship between Eve as well as Maze, and also we get to see there will be a future relationship between Dan and Ella. That's within the cards as well. And then we also get to see Lucifer confess that he does love Chloe, as well as vice versa, with Chloe loving him. So we get to see a lot of involvement in these characters as well, and a lot of humanity and angelic-ness in this season, and a lot of going back and forth with Lucifer trying to figure out who he is, because he doesn't like who Eve's trying to make him out to be, or Chloe's trying to make him out to be, because he just wants to be himself, and he doesn't know how to do that. So this entire season was a mix of Chloe accepting Lucifer for him being the devil, as well as Lucifer trying to figure out who he wants to be, who he was, who he's trying to be, or just not sure who he wants to be. So I like the season. I overall say it was a 9 out of 10. Some of it was kind of like which every show has that. They did not go overboard like I thought they were going to, with it being on Netflix. I did not think that it was going to go more insane due to it having more room than it was on the network that it was previously on, but they kept true to Lucifer. The fans, we do have a right for the show, but as well as the writers and the actors and the actresses have, I think, more of a right than we do at this point. And I just want us to be able to enjoy the show and them to do what they do best, and us to be able to enjoy it and be able to get season 5 and then go from there and see what can happen. Now, once again, there's so many possibilities of what can happen with this season 6, or not season 6, but season 5. We may get season 5 and 6, I don't know. But it all depends on what happens, what we fans want, as well as what they're going to write and what we get. So it all depends. But guys, let me know your thoughts on it in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed, if you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Let me know if you guys saw season 4 of Lucifer, and let me know what you thought about it. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? If so, why? Please let me know in the comments down below. And I'll be seeing you guys on the very next video.